Coming up right now on SUTV News, SHIP has a new scholarship and a new degree.
And see what late night pick-me-ups may be bringing you down.
It's all right now.
Coming back in 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Lance Cott.
And I'm Emily Larson.
The university is expanding its opportunities for students. This fall, Shippensburg will offer International Studies as a Bachelor of Arts. The major builds on the current International Studies minor with some new courses and opportunities.
So that, say if you were working in business, or you're working for a nonprofit, or you're working for the government, and they need somebody with the specialization.
For more information about making international studies your major, contact Jonathan Scaff. Energy drinks and soda may be a popular late-night drink choice. However, students may want to reconsider what they are using to get their energy. Lauren Koch has the story.
Soda and Red Bull, drinks we crave even when we know they're bad for us.
6 teaspoons of sugar in a can of Red Bull, and that's a fair amount of sugar, and it's also a simple sugar, which really is not healthy for you. It gives you a quick boost of energy, but not sustained energy, and it also increases your insulin levels in your body and can lead to diabetes.
Even our sports drinks can be bad for us.
It has electrolytes and things in there that are good if we're dehydrated or if we're producing a lot of sweat, such as in an athletic activity. There can be some benefit to that, but it should not be our primary source of fluid intake throughout the day. Our primary source of fluid intake should be water.
According to the American Health Association, over 25,000 people have died due to sugary drinks, yet we continue to drink them.
It's like 4 times, 5 times a week.
Red Bull is popular with college students because they have to study.
It gives me a lot of energy, and throughout the day I'm very tired because, you know, classes and work due, especially finals is coming up. Red Bull comes in.
After hearing the facts, some students reconsider their options.
When I drink them more, like only drink them when I really need to.
Next time you reach for your sugary drink, think what you're doing to your body. I'm Lauren Koch, SUTV News.
Drinking water and getting the right amount of sleep are healthy ways to study.
The Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education has approved a resolution honoring President Bill Rood. Rood is being honored for his contributions to public higher education and to the students of Shippensburg University. Rood's contributions include renovations and upgrades to Shippensburg's campus, as well as an increase in applications and enrollment. The Board of Governors acknowledge Rood for raising the stature of Shippensburg University, as well as the entire state system of higher education. President Rood will take over as president of Northern Iowa in June. SHIP has a new scholarship for educational achievement in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This C-STEM scholarship is for students majoring in biology, chemistry, geography, earth science, and mathematics. Winners will be selected based on their academic performance, a personal essay, recommendations, and financial need. To see all of the requirements, log on to ship.edu/cstem.
The countdown has begun. Time is running out to use your flex. Chances are you've seen countdown signs around campus reminding you to use your flex. The flex you have left on your account cannot be transferred to the fall semester, despite being able to between the fall and the spring. If you don't manage to use it all, your money won't go to waste.
Gets rolled back into the food service accounts, and we use it for things like paying for utilities, paying for broken equipment, that kind of stuff. So it's still there supporting the food service operation, and then also making sure we don't have to raise fees at higher levels.
Dr. Roger Sir is trying to get the same flex transfer for the spring to fall semesters.
Coming up on SUTV News, see how one student is more than Army strong.
And how 2 other students cope with having Dad on campus.
This week, the slate dives inside the life of a French foreign exchange student. And Jurassic Park may have more truth to it than we think. Those stories and more are online. Sadie Turpin lets us know what other exciting news the slate has coming up.
The new issue of the slate is packed with exciting stories. This edition features a preview of Act 5's Spring Play Family Dinner, written and directed by SHIP student Corey Stevens. Check out the SHIP Life section for news on Operation Smile and a recap of the latest Quidditch match on campus. Yes, Harry Potter enthusiasts, you can join a Quidditch team at SHIP. If you're interested in learning Chinese, make sure to check out the slate for information on new Chinese classes offered in the fall. Keep up with the slate on social media and don't miss out on all the latest stories at theslateonline.com.
Thanks, Sadie. Dolphin Drive will be closed this Saturday between Adams Drive and York Drive. The road is closed from 4:30 to 7 p.m. for an event in Memorial Auditorium. Drivers are urged to use caution when driving in the area.
Award-winning author and astrophysicist Dr. Mario Livio will present the annual Kirkland Spitzico Memorial Science Lecture on the greatest discoveries of the Hubble Space Telescope. Livio is an author of more than 400 scientific papers and has made appearances on 60 Minutes. The lecture is on April 23rd at 7:30 in the Lurz Center and is open to the public. For more information, call 477-1738. Army Strong is more than just a slogan for one SHIP student. Stephanie DeCarolis has the story.
Are we supposed to wear socks in the shower?
No.
This isn't a normal day for Shalonda George.
She is a single parent and has been in the Army for 6.5 years.
A lot of my friends were going to college. Most of them came to Shippensburg University, actually. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted a challenge.
While she was overseas, her life changed in a second.
I was also in Japan for 3 years, and that's where I had my son.
5 years later, she resides in Shippensburg with her son, and her life became less stressful.
It's really, really hard, but I feel that like if you have a really good support system, it helps out a whole lot.
It's not just friends and family who support Shalonda. The Veterans Center also lends her a helping hand.
Aside from basic support, sitting down and talking to vets, it's a lot easier for a vet to vent to another veteran because there's a connection there.
Shalonda finds time for herself in her busy schedule. She instructs Zumba on Wednesday nights at the rec center.
I was exhausted the first time. I felt like I couldn't do it, but I started continually coming, and then it was just so much fun. It was like a stress reliever.
She tries to keep a positive attitude no matter how busy she is.
Where's my kiss?
Stephanie DeCarolis, SUTV News.
Shalonda is graduating in December 2013 and would like to work with people who are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
The Celebration of Student Research Conference is April 23rd. Over 400 students will put their works on display. The event showcases the year-long efforts of student research across campus. Topics this year range from preventing adolescent gang involvement to understanding healthcare options. The conference is in the Cub from 3 to 9 and is open to the public. Some students go away to college to get away from their parents, while others become closer with them. Kristen Pappas has more.
Chelsea Carlin are like any other SHIP students on campus, but having a dad as a professor is not so common.
Well, I see him sometimes, so every time I see him, I say, "Hey, Dad," and give him a hug, and he talks about me or talks about my day and about his day, and we just usually just go our separate ways after that.
Dr. Carlin is well known around the communications department. This also helped his daughter Alyssa decide to come to Shippensburg.
My dad always wanted me to go here because it's free tuition and it's a really good school and he loves it, and I mean it's a great campus, so I chose to go here and I haven't regretted it.
The Carlin sisters remember coming here to their dad's office many times when they were younger. They shared many fun times together.
I remember going to a meeting with him the one time, and it was, I'm not really sure if it was an advising meeting or just a student meeting, but I got to meet a lot of his students, so it was pretty cool.
I was always here we like would always go to his office and like hang out, and we'd watch TV on his TV, and while he would do homework and like work and stuff for his class.
His other daughter, Chelsea, couldn't think of many downsides of having her dad teach here, but there are plenty of ups.
I get a faculty parking pass, which is pretty awesome, even though it's hard to find a spot in the morning when there's so many teachers here. But we get priority scheduling, and I don't know, it's just nice. I'm pretty sure we get discounts. Oh, we get the free tuition, which is pretty cool.
It looks like having a dad as a professor has more perks than you may think. For SUTV News, I'm Kristen Pappas.
Sorry about that. We must be having some technical difficulties, but it must be nice to get some of those special privileges throughout the school year. Don't go away. We'll take a look at what weather SHIP has in store for us this week.
And find out what student group finds time for their passion despite a hectic schedule. So, Emily, how about that weather?
Just stop.
Okay, Courtney Christian has the weekend weather.
We saw cloudy weather today that felt quite muggy. Looking at tonight, the temperature will stay around 57 degrees. Thank goodness tomorrow is Friday, but thunderstorms are coming our way with highs of 72. Make sure you pack properly with a rain jacket and an umbrella. As we look forward to the 5-day, Saturday and Sunday will be mostly sunny in highs with the mid-50s. The sun will stick around for the beginning of the week on Monday. However, for Tuesday, the clouds return with highs of 60 degrees. Make sure you get outside this weekend and enjoy the beautiful spring weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Shippensburg is hosting an event supporting families and friends who are battling cancer and for loved ones who have lost the battle. Austin Schaefer has more.
0 for Fighting for Life. Relay for Life is tomorrow, and those participating will walk and remember.
My great aunt has had breast cancer twice, and she had to have both of her breasts removed actually. And then unfortunately my uncle just died of cancer in December, so it's really affected not only friends, family, but myself included.
Colleges Against Cancer is hosting the relay. As people arrive to the rec center on Friday, fun, community, and loved ones will be on everyone's mind.
The main reason for relay is to do the walk. So some people walk a couple laps for loved ones, people they know that have cancer, and then we have some individuals that walk for the entire 12 hours, which is really neat to see.
Tomorrow this won't just be an empty gym and an empty track. It'll be filled with over 500 people, all here in support of Shippensburg's Relay for Life and in support of their loved ones who have been battling cancer. For SUTV News, I'm Austin Schaefer.
You can still sign up tomorrow for Relay for Life. It will begin tomorrow evening at 6 and will last until 6 in the morning on Saturday.
From jazz to crocheting, Lauren Hess has this week's entertainment.
Welcome to entertainment. We've got the inside scoop on some of the events happening around campus. The finals of Ship Idol took place Tuesday night in the Cub NPR. The finals got underway with a performance from the co-host Jackie Ton, a former American Idol finalist. Kat Doyle and Sarah Grillo squared off for the title. Sarah performed her version of It's Time and Perfect, but Kat Doyle took the crown with her performances of Skyfall and Feeling Good.
Happiness, just like I'm overjoyed that I won. I really can't believe it. I don't know, I'm just really excited.
There are many different organizations and clubs on campus, tailored to certain majors. Our very own Tyler Farrell takes a look at one group who finds their own way to come together.
For generations, music has helped bring people together, but at a school with no major, it can be difficult to find people to play.
Well, my major is chemistry, and that's a very involved major, so it's been interesting these past 4 years trying to balance that with my classes.
The desire to play remains strong for some students.
I played jazz band in high school, and I just looked around, saw what performing ensembles existed here, and I tried out, signed up.
The Jazz Ensemble gives those with a passion an opportunity to come together.
Music is a passion, and for those that play in this group, they have to have a passion for music, passion to play.
The challenge is to make use of a wide range of musical skills and find the right instrumentation.
And you might have players at times that sometimes think they can play within the section, And then compared to other people within the section, you'll have all different talent levels come in.
Students work hard to balance the priorities of school and the love of music.
I always found that band was something I really wanted to pursue, so no amount of time sacrificed for schoolwork would be too much. So.
But I absolutely love the jazz band, so if you love to do something, you always make the time for it.
Students who participate find payoff in their hard work and dedication.
Because everybody's here that wants to be here. So they want to play, they're here to do jazz band. So everybody really steps it up.
At the end of the day, the real reward for the students of the Jazz Ensemble is having fun and playing the instruments they love. Tyler Farrell, SUTV News.
You can catch the Jazz Ensemble in concert this Friday at 3 p.m. They will be performing in the Cub Amphitheater. Now let's take a look at some people making noise in and around campus. One woman makes hats and blankets with yarn. Chris Peterson has more.
Bunny Peterson enjoys crocheting, a skill she learned from her mother at the age of 9. After learning basic techniques, she started making her own quilts and hats, and now she has a plan.
Be a merchant selling. To sell my crochet across the board, across the nation.
Bunny has given her mother some of her quilts and hats, and they are hot commodities.
People want them. Everywhere I go, there's comments on them. Where'd you get them from? You know, and I tell them my daughter made them.
Bunny likes to use bright colors when making her handmade projects that can take weeks to finish. And when winter comes around, Bunny will be ready to stay warm. I'm Chris Peterson, SUTV Entertainment.
Bunny is working on a website to display her art and make it available for purchase. Remember to keep your channel where it is after the newscast as we air the 3rd episode of Cruise News. Catch up on the previous episodes on YouTube. Well, that's all for the Inside Scoop for you and entertainment this week. We'll see you here next week for all the entertainment happening around SHIP. Back to you guys at the desk.
One of the oldest forms of expression is dance. Where there's music, dancing is sure to follow, and as music evolves, so does dance. Kyle Stum takes a look at the evolution of dance.
Over time, everything changes, especially dancing. Ballroom dancing has been around for years.
The waltz has been around forever, 200 years. The swing has been around almost now for 100 years.
In the early 1900s, dances like the foxtrot, samba, and swing were popular. Then a new concept was born.
It was the 60s where we had this break of, there were dances that came in such as the twist and the pony and the Watusi and the mashed potatoes, where folks could dance separately, in particular women.
Almost 50 years later, group dancing is making a comeback.
You have folks coming out and wanting to dance with each other. It's more fun. It's just more fun.
But dancing isn't like it used to be.
What's changed out there for so-called popular dancing is the music. And as the music changes, the style of dance has changed.
The music that people listen to, it's the rhythms that the people, like the way they dance to it, so.
Over the years, dancing has evolved from a more routine 1-2 step, like here, or at clubs, it's a more free-flowing, relaxed dance. Club dancing has exploded among the younger generation, but the reason to shake it has stayed the same.
The actual dance moves have changed, but I think the whole entire point of dancing was to meet new people and to kind of like engage with people.
So whether it's dancing the waltz or shaking it in the club, just remember it's all about having fun. Kyle Stum, SUTV News.
If you're interested in ballroom dancing, the Lure Center is offering lessons every Monday night. Beginner classes start at 5:30. Shippensburg University is loving Mother Earth today outside the library. It included live music and booths from organizations both on and off campus, such as an animal wellness group, the Beekeepers Association, and the Adventure Club that sold tie-dye shirts to raise money for the Appalachian Trail Museum. Overall, the day was deemed a huge success.
We've actually doubled the numbers. We had a total of, I think, 32 different booths and organizations, and we had a lot of off-campus organizations. It was just a really, really big change this year to like have all these involved, because usually it's just like a few campus clubs, and last year, like I said, we only had 15. The year before that was even smaller. I mean, it's just about awareness, so anything that like gets people out, we've tried to do.
Earth Day is next Monday, April 22nd, so mark your calendars. Still to come, see the new football captains.
And catch highlights of the Boys of Summer. Sports is next.
Welcome back to SUTV News. Lindsay Barna joins us for sports.
Lindsay, what's going on in the ship sports world?
Well, the Red Raiders will be back in action with football, and we also have some baseball highlights.
All right.
It's the start of Feel Like Spring. You know what time that means. It's football time. The Red Raider football team held its red and white game on Saturday.
Beautiful day to kick off the 2013 red and white spring game at Seth Grove Stadium. First quarter quarterback Chris Lawshe completes it over the middle to tight end Dan Wheeler for the touchdown. Red team up 10-0. To the second quarter, Lawshe now to redshirt freshman J.P. Wilson through the coverage for a touchdown. Red team extends their lead to 24. Still in the second, Lawshe goes inside to Sharif Smith, and he makes his way into the end zone. Red team 34-0. Third quarter, Lawshe, Jordan Harrow into the middle of the end zone. Red team now 41-0. Nate Schmidt back to punt and takes Trevor Harmon back a ton as Schmidt bombs the ball for 64 yards and hangs it up for 4.9 seconds. Quarterback Zach Zuley had 4 interceptions, no touchdowns, and his team was shut out 44-0.
The red and white game gave coaches a look at how the game performed in real situations. Trey Kemble has the story.
A throw over the middle, and it is hauled in for a touchdown.
The red-white game was full of surprises this year. One was the Shippensburg defense pitching a shutout.
They play with a lot of excitement. They were running to the football. They were aggressive. Even when the offense made some big plays and got down into our territory, they came up with stops.
Coach Mack isn't concerned about his record-setting offense regaining its touch.
Springtime is a growing time and a learning time for a lot of players out there. And like I said, we had a lot of new players out there. Offensively, we do the same thing we've done. You know, nothing has really changed. We have some little, little different formations, some motions and things, but the meat of it is still the same.
Following the completion of spring practice, players will have time for personal workouts and lifting until the start of fall camp. Coaches have seen plenty of determination from this squad.
The players are coming out every day. They're working hard. They're flying around the field. They're having fun, and they're really getting better and looking forward to coming to camp in August.
A Harlan Hill winning quarterback, a record-breaking wide receiver, veteran defensive players, the Red Raiders can't wait to break out this 2013 season. Trey Kemble, SUTV Sports.
The team's final spring practice is tomorrow at 3:30. Coach Mack announced the 2013 spring captains for the first time. For the first time, there are 5 captains, 3 on the offense, quarterback Zach Zuley, wide receiver Trevor Harmon, and offensive lineman Jason Brady. 2 on defensive linemen, Danian Green and Jake Metz. The Shippensburg University baseball team had a busy weekend against Bloomsburg. Let's check on the Diamond Dwellers.
Sunny and breezy at Fairchild Field for a doubleheader against Bloomsburg. We pick it up in the top of the 6th, Bloomsburg up 3-1. Austin Bartley on the mound for Shippensburg. Number 31, Tim Kurtz, bunts the ball to left field and brings in number 8, Corey Beata. The Raiders tried to come back, but the Huskies won 5-4. On to the second game. In the bottom of the 5th, Ship down 2-6. Number 20, Pat Craiglow, singles it to left field and brings in Cal Hogan. Ship down 6-3. Next batter, number 5, Tyler Shover, singles it to right field and brings in number 7, Cody Kolb. Ship down 6-4. Then, number 13, Jimmy Spandos, grounds it out to third base and Pat Craiglow scores. Huskies would go on to win the game 6-5 and take the series 3-1.
The team is back in action tomorrow. They face Westchester in a doubleheader. First game starts at 1, and the baseball team is now 19-16.
Wow. They started the season off pretty quickly, though, didn't they?
Yes. They started off very well, almost undefeated, and then it just went downhill.
Wait, hopefully they pick it up. All right, well, that's it for SUTV News. I'm Lance Kopp.
And I'm Emily Larson. Thanks for joining us. Visit at our Facebook page at facebook.com/SUTV News, and stay tuned for Cruise News. It's on next.
Next. Watch it.
Next.
It's funny.
Right now.
It really is.
Right now. Hilarious.